Hey folks, looks like this is the year of the dropper for me. And not too long ago I had the chance to install one of the Raceface Turbine dropper posts. This time this is an EASTON Haven. Now these two droppers, they use the same technology produced by 9point8. And in this quick video I'm going to take a look at this and see if I can find any similarities with the other two that I'm quite familiar with. The box itself, not much on it. EASTONcycling.com. There's nothing on the big black box. The only useful information here is details about the dropper itself. It's made in Taiwan, just like the Raceface. This is a 30.9 diameter, 350 overall length, and 100 millimeter drop. And actually, after digging a little bit, I found out the box. I don't have the dropper anymore, but I still have the box. So as you can see here, these are quite identical boxes. I wouldn't be surprised if these two droppers come out of the same factory in Taiwan. Just like with the Raceface, the box is held together by this sleeve. Slide it off, and here is the dropper. EASTON Haven marked down right here on the upper tube. The head is a 2-bolt head, just like the Raceface. You see the tilt indicator, maximum of 8 Newton meters on the bolts. You have Haven engraved everywhere. Looks like it's laser etched, so not painted. Insertion indicators, minimum insertion, I assume is the same, which is, yes, is 8.5 centimeters. Drop lock, this is the technology developed by 9point8, so they are using the same, meaning that there is no oil in this dropper. It only has an air chamber that helps the dropper lift up, but aside from that, it's held in place by a mechanical brake, which is pretty interesting. Actually, I still have my 9point8 full line. This would be the original. If you look at them side by side, mine is a different length, but other than that, the design is quite similar. You see similarities in the way the tubes are. The quick connect fits in there and is threaded in, and then the actual head where the saddle is installed, 9point8 has their own design, which is quite innovative. The EASTON and Raceface use just a normal 2-bolt design. Also in here I have, this seems very similar, so this is most probably 1.6 meters of cable housing together with inner cable, which is 1.7 meters. You get 2 cable ferrules over there, or housing ferrules. You're only going to need 1. Also in the box, this is the quick connect or the actuator assembly. It has 3 pieces. They're just put together or held together by this piece of housing. Just throw it away once you get it installed. And this is their universal remote. You see it right here. They do have a 1x-specific remote, but this one comes with the universal, the noodle. That's what this is called. It's installed at the back of the actual lever, and the barrel adjuster here helps you adjust the tension on the cable housing. The only other thing here is a quick start guide. By the looks of it, this is the same as the one provided by Raceface. It's not that easy to follow if you don't know what you're doing. However, it does include all the steps needed for you to install this. In my short video here, I'm not gonna repeat the installation since I've done it a couple of times, but make sure you use the links on the screen just to get to the installation either of the 9point8 or the Raceface, because it's the same. Dropper with remote and cables is 541 grams, which I think is 20-30 grams lighter than the turbine. And dropper by itself is 455 grams. To read more about servicing and maintaining these posts, I would go either to the Raceface website or even better to the 9point8 one for the details. This is a service tool for the 9point8. It works just fine on this one. It just helps you release the brake so it extends the the dropper prior to installation if you need that. You will definitely need it if you are to service this by yourself. So again, this is to be found on the 9point8 website. Lubricating the upper seal. Raceface recommends slick oleum or slick honey. 9point8 recommends their own grease, which is P10L grease. Use whichever one you have, but again, use the information that's on the other two websites, which is quite a bit more detailed. Installation of the dropper with this standard EASTON remote is a bit more involved, but it's fairly easy to do if you just follow the instructions from my other video. As for the functionality of the dropper, it's very good, as you would expect. Just remember the speed that this dropper extends can be adjusted just by playing with the pressure. This is close to 20 psi's, so it's fast but not too fast. You can get it all the way up to 40 for an even faster extension. The noodle that the remote comes with has pretty much the shape of the brake calipers. You can see it installed next to a Dior. It would be the same with XT, XTR, this old generation or the new. And overall, the installation was pretty neat. Just remember that this dropper, just like the 9point8, first of all, it's going to need that maintenance here to re-lube this top seal. And also remember that these droppers need some sort of an internal routing, because that's the only variant they provide. Just like with 9point8, if the dropper develops a little bit of sag, so when you sit on it, it just falls down a little bit. Usually when it is exposed to large temperature swings or when it's put aside for a while, what you need to do is a brake reset. Very easy to perform. Whether you sit on the saddle or with the dropper extended, doesn't matter. All you have to do, just push down on the remote, hold it down for anywhere between 5 and 10 seconds, and at the end of it, your brake reset is done. After using this, installing the Raceface and using the full line for quite a while, they're very, very similar droppers. These ones are made in Taiwan. The full line is made in Canada. And other than that, they're just awesome droppers. You can lift the bike off the saddle without damaging it in any way. And that's one of my preferred features for it. And that's pretty much all I have about the EASTON Haven Dropper post. It's very, very similar to the Raceface Turbine and its bigger cousin, the 9point8 full line. The technology is built so they work well in the 4 seasons, so low winter temperatures shouldn't affect it. Just remember to probably do the brake reset. And aside from that, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, keep an eye on my channel and social media, and until next time, I will see you on the trails, folks. Cheers.